Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellow dreamers, today I want to speak to you about something powerful, something that, if you choose to implement it into your life, has the potential to transform everything. But let me be clear, it's not a one-time fix. It's not about a fleeting moment of inspiration. It's not about hearing something that feels good in the moment and then moving on with your day. No. What I'm talking about today is something that you need to do every single day. Something that, if you commit to it, will gradually reshape the way you think, act, and ultimately live. I want to tell you that the key to changing your life is consistency. It is the power of small, intentional actions repeated over time that create massive transformation. And this is where the message lies. Watch this every day and change your life. Now, you might be asking, watch what? Exactly what I'm talking about. Is this the power of mindset, a mindset that empowers you to rise above every obstacle, every doubt, and every limitation that has been holding you back? I'm asking you to come back to these words, to this moment every day, and let them sink deep into your soul. You may watch this video, this speech, or whatever this moment represents for you, but the key is to watch it daily. Why? Because repetition breeds change. When you hear something consistently, when you say something consistently, it becomes your reality. You see, the human mind is incredibly powerful, but it is also highly suggestible. It takes in information constantly, both consciously and subconsciously. The question is, what are you feeding it? What are you allowing it to absorb each and every day? The mind doesn't differentiate between positive and negative input. It simply absorbs whatever you give it. So what would happen if, instead of feeding your mind with negativity, fear, and self-doubt, you fed it with positivity, motivation, and belief in your own potential? What if every single day you made the choice to fill your mind with empowering thoughts that push you forward rather than pull you back? I'll tell you exactly what would happen. You would change your life. And here's why: because the way you think creates the way you feel, and the way you feel drives the actions you take. And the actions you take create your results. If you want different results, you have to change the way you think. But this is not a one-off change, it's a process. And that process requires consistency. Let me ask you something. How often do you make promises to yourself? How often do you say, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to change that, only to let those promises slip away as life gets busy, distractions arise, or doubts creep in? I know, because I've been there too. We all have. But here's the truth: you can't rely on motivation alone. Motivation is fleeting. Some days you'll feel it, some days you won't. Some days you won't. Some days you'll wake up inspired and ready to take on the world. And some days it'll feel like you're dragging yourself out of bed just to get through the day. That's normal. But if you make the commitment to show up every day, to make a conscious choice to feed your mind, your body, and your soul with positive reinforcement every single day, something remarkable happens. You stop relying on motivation. You start building discipline. Discipline is what gets you through the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. Discipline is what turns your actions into habits, and habits, and habits, and habits, as we know, are what shape our lives. You see, the power of daily consistency is in how it compounds over time. When you start watching this video, listening to this speech, or feeding your mind with positive, empowering messages every single day, you begin to reprogram your subconscious. You start to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. You shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance, from one of fear to one of courage, from one of doubt to one of confidence. And as you do that, you begin to see the world through a new lens. You start to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You start to see possibilities instead of limitations. You begin to believe deeply and unshakably that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. But here's the thing: it won't happen overnight. It's going to take time. But the key is to stay the course. Keep watching, keep feeding your mind with these positive messages, and keep doing the work every day, no matter how small or insignificant the progress may seem. One small change, repeated over time, creates enormous change. I want to take a moment to talk about the science of change. You might be wondering, why does this work? Why does watching something every day have such a profound effect on my life? The answer lies in neuroscience. Your brain has a concept called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the ability of your brain to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout your life. In other words, your brain is not static. It's constantly changing, adapting, and rewiring itself based on your experiences, your environment, and your thoughts. When you introduce new information or new ways of thinking, your brain starts forming new neural pathways that reinforce these new thoughts. The more you repeat these thoughts, the stronger these neural pathways become. Over time, they begin to overwrite the old negative thought patterns that have been ingrained in your brain for years. So when you make the choice to watch this video every day to feed your brain with positive, empowering thoughts and messages, you are literally rewiring your brain for success. You are strengthening the pathways that lead to self-belief, motivation, and action, and weakening the pathways that lead to self-doubt, fear, and procrastination. The result? You begin to think differently. You begin to act differently. And ultimately, your life begins to look and feel different. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I get it. I understand the importance of mindset. But what happens when fear creeps in? What happens when doubt takes over? What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? I want to tell you something important. Fear is a natural part of the human experience. Everyone experiences fear, even the most successful people in the world. The difference is that they don't let fear control them. They use fear as fuel, as motivation to take action in spite of it. You see, fear is not something to be eliminated, it's something to be managed. The more you avoid fear, the more it will paralyze you. But when you face it head on, when you take action despite it, you begin to build resilience. You begin to prove to yourself that you are capable of handling challenges. And with each challenge you overcome, your confidence grows. So when fear comes knocking, as it inevitably will, don't run from it. Don't let it stop you. Instead, turn it into action. Let it propel you forward. Watch this video every day and let the words remind you that you are not your fear. You are your actions, and your actions will shape your future. I want to share something with you about the ripple effect of consistency. You see, it's not just about the immediate change you experience by watching this video daily. It's about the long-term impact on your entire life. The more you commit to this daily practice, the more it spills over into every other area of your life. The positive energy you create by feeding your mind daily will impact your relationships. You'll become more confident in your interactions with others. You'll be more present, more focused, and more intentional in everything you do. It will impact your health. When you believe in your own worth, you'll start taking better care of yourself. You'll prioritize your well-being, make healthier choices, and invest in your body. It will impact your career. You'll begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You'll begin to take bold action, knowing that every step you take is a step toward the life you've always dreamed of. And perhaps most importantly, it will impact your relationship with yourself. Watching this video, feeding your mind daily with positive, empowering messages will help you cultivate self-love, self-worth, and self-belief. You'll start seeing yourself the way you deserve to be seen, as capable, as powerful, and as worthy of everything you desire. So today I ask you, will you commit to watching this video every day? Will you commit to feeding your mind with positive, empowering thoughts every single day? Will you commit to showing up for yourself, even on the days when you don't feel like it? Because here's the thing, you have the power to change your life. But it starts with one simple choice, the choice to show up, to feed your mind, and to take action. Remember, change is not an event, it's a process, it's a journey. And that journey begins with small, consistent steps. Watching this video every day might seem small, but over time, it will have a profound impact on your life. The choice is yours. You can keep doing things the way you've always done them, or you can choose to step into your greatness one day at a time. Watch this every day and watch how everything in your life begins to change. Thank you.